Welcome team. Today we install Python software. We have three very famous software. The first one is Anaconda Platform. The second one is PyCharm IDE, which we will install later, not right now. And the third one is VS Code. This also we install later. So today we'll install Anaconda Platform. So I will explain each and everything in detail. You can work along with me as well. And if you have any questions, you can post in the comments and I will help you immediately. Or next one. So Anaconda, what is Anaconda? So Anaconda is a free and open source. You no need to pay any amount to install this software. And Anaconda is the birthplace of Python for data science. So a user can build data science projects, machine learning projects, artificial intelligence projects using Anaconda applications. Clear? So let's heading toward how to install. I'll give you detailed steps along with the descriptions. You can work along with me and then you will easily understand, and slowly we get back to the code from scratch to pro level. Let's do this. So the first one, I want you to go to Google and open and type. You can type Anaconda Python. Just execute this. So if you see this, it's clearly mentioned Anaconda is the birthplace of Python data science. All right. And it's open source. As I mentioned, you don't need to pay any amount to it. You just right click and open link in new tab. So if you see this, let me copy and I will paste this link here. All right, you can directly log into the page by click this link. The next one, before you go back, a little bit elaborate of this Anaconda platform. If you notice, we have three icons. One is for Windows and one is for Mac and one is for Linux. What system you use, you know that if you use Windows, you can use this, and if you use Mac, you click this one, and if you use Linux, you can click this one. All right. So this is free distributions install thousands of fundamental data science, artificial intelligence, machine learning packages. And why this is very famous? It's a user friendly and you can easily install without have any prior knowledge. And this is called inbuilt library management. So what is library? What is package? I will create a separate video for that. You don't need to be worried. So at this moment, what I'm saying, what is meant by inbuilt? So if you purchase a new laptop, the operating system is inbuilt. If you purchase a new car, the engine is inbuilt. So similarly, when you install this Anaconda, these Jupyter, Spider, NumPy, TensorFlow, all those packages are inbuilt given by Anaconda. You no need to install separately. I hope you understand. So the next one, if you scroll down, you can find out why Anaconda is famous. The Anaconda is famous for data explorations and transformations. Many of them heard about very popular library called Pandas, NumPy, Dask, Intake, and Apache Airflow. And also inbuilt visualizations library, which is Matplotlib, Seaborn, Plotly, and HoloViews. AI machine learning libraries, scikit-learn, TensorFlow, Keras, PyTorch, XGBoost. So know what is what exactly these libraries. I will explain each and everything in detail. At this moment, don't think too much. Just you install and first start the code. Then we're going to understand one by one. And also it gives you natural language processing when the data is text, NLTK, GenSim, transformers, and PyTorch. And GUI and front-end development, Flask, Django, Tornado, and Cherry Pie. Also, it given you R programming as well. Such a beautiful packages called ggplot2, deploy, tidyr, and reader. So all the libraries is given inbuilt. So the moment when you install these applications, inbuilt, you call this library. I hope understand. So let's minimize. And first, as I'm using my Windows machine and I need to check before you install, you have to check which bit graphical installer you're using. So I'll mention before you install how to check. One moment. All right, so you can download. Before you go ahead download, you check your system bit. How to check the system bit? You go, let's minimize. I'll go to my right click, or maybe you click on to computer, right click, and then show more options. You go to properties. No, right click here, show more options. No need to click on the computer. Right click, show more options. You have personalize. You clicked it, and then you can go to system, and once you go to system, scroll down, you found about, and you see I'm using my 64-bit. So let me tell you, if your machine is 32-bit, you cannot install this application. So 32-bit Windows machines, you cannot install this application, Anaconda application. I'll mention this as well. Anaconda applications. You can install only for 64-bit. So 64-bit. I'm sure 99% laptop, it's come up with 64-bit only. 64-bit graphic installer. Understand this one? This part is clear. And also, you need to, the Windows, before install Anaconda, we required minimum Windows 8 operating system, or it should be greater. That means it should be greater. That means Windows 9, Windows 10, Windows 11, it is applicable. But yes, you cannot install, I'll mention, you cannot install Anaconda, okay, less than, which is Windows 7 or 6 or 5 and all those things. This part clear. Next one. So once you get to know what would be the Windows machines, I'll go to back locations. I mean the Anaconda file, and just you go up. Did you see download options? You clicked it. So once you clicked it, a file is loading here. It takes some time, and so it's already installed in my machines. Once you just need to be based on it's 1 GB file. You minimize it, and once you minimize, you check, you go to download. You can go to download folder, and if you see the software, because for me I just install like this, so just go to the softwares, and you can find this applications, which is Anaconda 364-bit. So I'll go to the note, and the third one you can download as per your system, operating system, as per your OS, whether it's Windows, Apple, Mac or Linux, anything. So this is 4, this is 5th point, and let's change to 6th, and then we go to 7th and then 8th. All right, so download as per your OS. And so once you download, so what is the next step? Just now I went to system download folder, and you will see a green round file. As I mentioned right now, you see the green round file, which is Anaconda 322. I just installed way back, so that's why you can find that. You can mention this, and this is the system file, and you just install the file. Once you install the file, before your installations, this is what you will get. So normally, how do you install the applications? You can click on next and agree, and definitely you install for yourself. So you just me, no need to change any drop options. You just click next. Okay, by default it's give you the destinations folder. You don't need to change this. Let it be stored in the C folder. And to install, as you mentioned, the minimum space required to install the software is 3.7 GB. So let me mention the minimum size required to install the Anaconda application is how much? I said 4 GB. It says 3.7, but that's okay. And I'm sure, so every system has C drive, a little bit more spaces. Let's keep it for 20 GB, something like that. Okay, so this one is done. So next go to ninth. So what is the ninth step? Once you do this, you can click next. As I already installed, so that's what I got this error message. You do the next. Once you click the next step, you will get as no need to do any changes, next, next, and finish. You can just next, next, and finish. That's it. And once you do it and you install your, finally, you install your software. So install the Windows Anaconda in your Windows applications, in Windows. All right. So once we're done, what is the next step? How to check it, whether the application is successfully installed or not. So very simple. You go to start. Let's minimize. I'll close it now. Okay. You want to quit? Yes, because I already installed. So once you go back, did you see I have a start? You click on the start, and then this is Windows 11. You see all apps. You click here. Once you click, you get the folder as Anaconda 364-bit. Just now we installed, and I want to check everyone, whoever listened this video, I want you to check whether it is installed. You get this folder. So right now you go to start, I'll mention, and then once you start, click on the all apps, and then you can have Windows, all apps, and then you can get a folder called, you see a folder, you can able to see the folder called Anaconda folder. You can get Anaconda folder. This you can find out in, this is the way you can check in Windows 11. But for Windows 11, there's no process, very simple. You go to start and you find directly, you can find Anaconda folder over there. Team done. So after you done, go to the 12th. So let's minimize, and let's minimize. Again, I go up and all apps, Anaconda. Okay, you get three options. When you drop down, when you click the folder, you get 4 options, because I already installed many applications in my system. That's why I saw plenty, but you get 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let me say, once you clicked the Anaconda folder, you get 4 options. The first one, Anaconda Navigator. The second one you get as Anaconda command prompt. I will tell you what is meant by command prompt. And the third one you get as Jupiter. And the fourth one you get Spider. Every one I want you to check, and you have to get 4 options, 4 file under the Anaconda folder. So that's what I've been mentioned here. I go back to, let's do this again. I'll go to start, all apps, Anaconda folder. Let's expand Anaconda Navigator. This is what I mentioned. Anaconda prompt, Jupiter, and Spider. All right, guys. Now I'll explain one by one what is Anaconda Navigator. So once you click on the Anaconda Navigator, the moment when you click, you click this Anaconda Navigator. I'll go back this one and here and click this one. The moment when you click this Anaconda Navigator, you will get to see like this. This is what Anaconda Navigator you can see. You can create many environment you can also create. Right now we are at base. Did you see? We are at root, which we mention as base. And once you in Anaconda Navigator, you find list of applications like Data Spell, Toolbox, Cloud Notebooks, Prompt, Jupyter Lab, Jupyter Notebook, and then you have PowerShell, PyCharm. As I told you, PyCharm is second one, Qt Console, Spider, and Data Lore, and then AWS, and then Watson, IBM Watson, Oracle, and you have like Gluewedge and Console, and then Orange 3 and PowerShell, and PyCharm Professional Art Studio. We have many applications which installed in one place. So that's the beautiful of Anaconda Navigator. That means you find list of applications and you can able to find in that navigator. So you can directly launch from here or also directly launch from here, but the best way, do not launch from here. So if you launch nothing happen, but actually let's, I hope understand what is an Anaconda Navigator. You check once you install, you open Anaconda Navigator, make sure you are at base root, and all these applications whatever I show you right now, you can able to see this. If you want to upgrade, if you already installed the Anaconda before, if you want to upgrade, you can get to see the upgrade button here. You just clicked it, your Anaconda will be update. Clear? Now let's close this. Don't show this again. Yes. So then so we understand this. So we have many applications, multiple applications you can find here, right? So the next 14th. So what is the next one? So before 14th is Anaconda. Before I'll explain Anaconda command prompt later, but right now, okay, let's do this Anaconda prompt. I'll say the first one, system prompt versus Anaconda CMD prompt. So today we understood what is system prompt. Let's minimize and I'll go to this one and all apps, and you can say click this one, and do you see Anaconda prompt? I just click here, and once you click, this is what you can, we are at base. What is base? Base means root. I told you, you can try a very simple code, Python, and enter. You can say welcome, you can type welcome to NareshIT and enter. Why we get output? We get error because, okay, let's do this. Welcome to NareshIT and enter. We get this output team. So that means which right now we install, we work Python in Anaconda prompt. This is Anaconda prompt because if you see, we are at base right now. Also, you can say a equal to 2 and b equal to 3 and a plus b 5. You check whether it is working or not. You let me know in the comment. Please, you check the way I'm doing it. Very simple code. This is a Python programming. We started our first code as welcome NareshIT. We get error. Definitely first code should be we get error. And the second code is a not get executed properly, and the third one a2 b3 and a plus by b equal to 5. This is called Anaconda prompt. Now once you go back to control G, you can say control G to come out of this prompt and enter. We are at base. To exit, you just exit. So that means we can get the Anaconda CMD prompt. This is called Anaconda command prompt, but system prompt I'll explain later, because system prompt nothing. Let's control D. You can go to the start. You can see CMD. Did you see we not found base here? So you can check Python and execute. So I'm sure many of the learner, the moment when you click Python, you will get bug. You write down in the comment. So if anybody got bug, I will tell you how to fix the bug later of the session. And in the comment, you post if anyone found the bug. To get out of this, just control G and you exit. You can type that. So team, understand? So today we discuss the two things, which is what is system prompt and command prompt. Now the 15th is Jupyter. The 15th is Jupyter. So in this Jupyter, what you do, again, let's click this one and all apps, you try Anaconda, click Anaconda and Jupyter Notebook. The moment when you do Jupyter Notebook, this is the Jupyter Notebook kernel. It will open, so don't kill that. This automatic things will be opened here. And you can see as I mentioned, the moment when you click, this would be the notebook. This is the back end you open, don't kill it. And this would be the front end. And this, because when you do for the first time, you'll get your white screen, and I'll tell you later how to change the theme later part. You just click on new notebook, and then you can mention start your code. So before you do that, I want you to type import sys.version and check. Did you see, guys? Right now I'm using 3.11.7. I want you to try along with. So let me repeat again. So what you do, you just click this one, all apps, Anaconda, and then you can say Jupyter Notebook. The moment when you click, you get to see this options notebook in the backend. You don't kill it. Let's minimize, and you receive a front end like this. The moment when you see the front end, you just click on the new, and you go to the new, and you type your code, and you can say welcome to Python programming language. All right, and just you can execute. This is what you have options called run this button. You can execute this. You found. So I see no need to do this file, all those things. If you know this option's good enough. What is meant by plus? This part we called as a cell. This we called as a cell. So this one, the moment when I click add, the new cell is added, isn't it? Have a look at this. The moment when you say, let me reduce this one. The moment when you say add, the cell is added. This is your code where you type, the user type the code here. And if you, let's click this, and you click this, let's cut, you cut the cell. And this is called copy. You just click here, you copy, and you paste here. You just paste here. This is paste. So you need to cut them, just cut this. And this is for execute. So you click a equal to 2 and you execute, or let's say a execute, the 2 is print output. I will explain later rest of them. So far this is good enough. Understand, team? And also, if you need anything else, you want to add a text to that, the moment when you click, you get 1, 2. So you have markdown, you have raw. So 3 files you have. So look at this. If you want to mention like Python, and I'll mention as Python programming language. All right, so what you do, you can click here, and I need to make into top. Okay, this, we are at cell 3 and I make this cell to top. How to do that? You click here and you have a, did you see this up arrow? You can go up, up, up again, up again. Oh, no, let's do this again. This is up, up, up again. We come back to this one and you change to markdown, and let's the hash shift tab. Fantastic. This would be, we change as your text. This is not a code format because we change this to markdown. And raw, it's kind of notebook. You can enter any text over here. Just one moment, click, and I make into raw, and you say this, we will learn Python from basic, all right, to pro level. Another one, if you want to install any images, so what you do, so in today's video we understand how to install how to add text, okay, by changing code to markdown. Also we will add image. How to add images? Very simple. You do one thing, okay, all right, so you click this one and then shift enter. This is a raw file, so I'm going to cut them up, and then it's better to move here. Clear, guess this one. So let's do, I'm going to, this is a raw kind of notebook. Execute, that's fine. This is a markdown, and This would be in Python. Now I want to add an image. So how to add an image? You click a new cell. You click a new cell and you go to Google and you said Python image. I could say Python programming image. Python programming image. You just click this one. You get to see, let's click, or maybe I can right click and open image in a new tab. You just check this out and I'll open a snipping tool. Once you go to the snipping tool, let's snip it and you get a, let me copy them. Let's copy and you can find out. You can change to markdown because code you can't paste. Shift. Fantastic. So that means, so file and save. This is what save. And if you want to rename this, go to file and rename, and you can say first code in Python and rename. So team understands so how to add a text, image and a code in Jupyter Notebook. And you just file and you save it, save all, isn't it? So this is what you done. You learn how to work with Jupyter, and then go to the spider. We understood in Jupyter how to work with our first code, and then how to add text and how to add image to the cell we discussed, isn't it? So the last one, 16th, which is spider. Very simple. You nothing to do, just click this again, all apps, and you go to the spider here. And this is also, so let me tell you, this Jupyter extension is .ipynb. If you see this, now you click this Python and you see .ipynb. So this is extension. What is word file extension? .doc. What is Excel extension? .xlcx. Similarly, the Jupyter extension is .ipynb. Understand you? So the spider, how to go with the spider? Just now we click. So for example, you click this one, all apps, Anaconda and spider. Just wait, it will take some time to open because processing is going on. Let's close them. Okay, take some time. We just wait for that. No, don't do that. All right. So this is what spider, guys. And this is also, you can practice the code. A equal to 2, B equal to 3, A plus B. And you can just execute this one. You can select, wait, you just execute A. Look at this output. So here a user can code here and a user can code here as well. I mean, this is variable explorer. This is not code. You can explore the variable in this one. And then this is IPython console, and B3, execute this one, then A plus B, you execute. So this is what output you get. Also, welcome to our first program. Just check this now. Welcome, because string always ends with or starts with single quotes, double quotes. I'll tell you all those things later. This is what we done. So team, I hope understand, and I don't take much time now because it's too lengthy video. So I'm sure you follow with me and let me know. There's 3 things, and also we done the spider. So the 17th, what I am saying, I want the one who listened this completely, just subscribe my channel and liked it and share to your friends, and also comment.